Hey yo, welcome to Cut to Finish, the Cut to Finish podcast with. Am I still going by? Yeah, I'm still doing Dangerous
Go
Dillon
for it.
Dunn,
Do it.
and you're still just Nick.
I'm just Nick.
He's just Nick.
Still. And I'm okay with that.
His gimmick still hasn't been repackaged yet.
I don't. And you know what?
Maybe you just like the Eddie Kingston where you're just you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just show
And
up.
you know what? I'm a little fat too, and I'm a little slow, just like Eddie Kingston.
Man, I bet Eddie Kingston's cool in real life though.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
He seems really cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Eddie Kingston,
Okay.
guess what just happened? By this time, it was yesterday actually.
Yeah.
Full Gear, AEW Full Gear just happened.
Yeah.
And that's what, 2 for 2 on pay-per-views we've seen that were like really good from them?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I loved it.
All Out we saw,
Yeah,
and it was really good.
Really good.
I still say All Out is up there like the greatest pay per views
greatest
I've
one,
ever
yeah.
seen. And now we watched Full Gear last night, and it was. I'm not gonna say it was better than All Out, but it was really
super
good,
solid.
really good.
Like,
There was
man,
there was not one bad match at all on that card.
I couldn't. It's weird like that those pay-per-views are just like, I can't really like, you could really point at almost any match and you could say it's match of the night.
There's a case.
Like, it didn't feel like there was a lot of wasted time.
Yeah.
Where you might get from like maybe like I say a WWE pay-per-view where it's like, oh, we spent 15 minutes trying to make a joke that didn't land.
And you know what? Okay, to that end too, this was something that I picked up on. They have backstage segments and all that stuff, but I feel like there's more wrestling.
Yeah,
on
they
AEW
go from
shows.
wrestling match to match to match to match.
Yeah,
and they don't really leave a lot in between for like shenanigans.
Oh, and even though the Young Bucks will talk, cut their promos with Adam Cole, and Dark Order will do their stuff,
right.
And then CM Punk is mostly just half promos, and he'll have a singles match here and there
in between pay-per-views.
MJF always is cutting a promo,
yeah.
But you never feel like they're talking too much.
Yeah,
WWE I feel like talks too much.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because their writing is different. It's more steered towards kids, so sometimes they may have to repeat stuff they've already had to say, or they have to like kind of keep things like sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of, they have to make sure that the kids are getting through. Like, it's getting through to the kids. Whereas AEW is like, they're just cursing left and right. Who cares?
I don't even think WWE. Well, SmackDown for sure might still be directed toward. Well, WWE, my understanding is they're going for the PG-13 crowd now.
Yeah, now
they're edging up a little bit. More so Raw because Raw is on cable,
right.
But SmackDown I think is still maybe a little bit more PG since
bit.
It's on network television. And then AEW still has that luxury of being on cable also, so they're just dropping all kinds of bombs and middle fingers and whatnot. But I think the problem with WWE's talking is it's too much. There's too much of it, and it's too It's too dramatic. It's too much like a TV show because they are hiring TV writers to do it because it's sports entertainment and they're heavy on the entertainment part of it.
Right. And
so, but I feel like I've seen Raw and SmackDown too many times to where there's a backstage segment, and then it cuts to another backstage segment,
right?
And then there's a match,
right? And then you have a commercial break in that match.
Yes,
when it starts getting good.
Sometimes and then when it comes back,
it's like a rest hold.
When they come back from commercial, the match will continue. The match will end. Another talking segment, and then they'll go to another commercial. When they come back, another talking segment, and then there's a match, and the quality of that match probably won't even be that good.
Right.
And then we're probably going to close with another talking segment, and it's too much talking. It's not enough action. The
especially
top stars don't.
Raw is the worst. 3 hours, and you're sitting there going like I've watched so much Raw in this year alone, where I'm sitting there. It's 5 o'clock. And it starts, and it's like, okay, someone's going to. I literally don't even care about catching Raw on time because I know whoever's going to come out is probably going to have a long entrance.
Yeah.
They're going to come out, start talking trash, and then someone's going to interrupt them, and then maybe what's his name,
Adam Pearce
walks out, and goes, "Okay, here's a match for later tonight," and so that's the first 30 minutes of Raw.
Yeah,
right there.
And see, this is also why. So we had the pleasure of going to we've gone to a WWE house show.
Yep.
We've gone to a TV
Raw.
taping.
Yep.
And we've gone to a pay per view.
Yep.
And we went in the order. In that order, I believe. No. Did we go? Yeah, it was in that order. You're right.
Yep.
And I was able to, after comparing all the shows, I never want to go to another TV taping.
Yeah.
Because
there's so much downtime.
Yeah, and it's filled with talking.
Yeah.
You see it up close. And so the episode we went, this was a few years ago. Roman Reigns was feuding with Brock Lesnar. We saw Roman Reigns he didn't feud with Brock Lesnar.
He was.
Brock Lesnar feuded with Samoa Joe. He went into a feud with Brock Lesnar after that.
Right.
He at that time was feuding with Braun Strowman.
Right.
So the show opens with what's the guy's name? Roman Reigns cutting a promo.
Right.
He cuts the promo. Braun Strowman comes out. They were getting ready to have an ambulance match.
Right.
At the next pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. That's right.
It was. I believe it was the go home show.
Yeah.
So and then the segment ends with Braun Strowman showing up with a ambulance.
Right.
They fight a little bit. I forget how it ends. I think Roman gets the best of Braun, or maybe like not.
But someone gets put in like an ambulance.
Somebody, and then the ambulance drives off. We don't see Roman Reigns for the rest of the show.
Yep.
The one of the biggest stars in the company.
Yep.
He's gone.
He's gone.
For the whole
night.
For the whole night.
Does he come at the end?
No.
I don't think so. No.
He was done. I think Braun maybe too.
Yeah.
And then Brock Lesnar comes later, and he comes out to the top of the ramp, and it's like, hey, Brock Lesnar's in L.A. Cool,
that's
sweet.
Cool.
Samoa Joe comes out, puts him in a Kakita clutch.
Yeah, he's out.
And he's done, and we don't see Brock Lesnar again for the rest of the show.
It's like, well, there you go.
But you know what we did see was a Miz TV segment with the Ball brothers and LeVar Ball,
who apparently said the N-word and we didn't hear it.
No, one of the kids said it. I couldn't tell.
We couldn't hear it.
Yeah, LeVar Ball was talking so much nonsense that nobody could understand what he's saying.
No one knew what was going on. Even the Miz was sitting there like, what am I supposed to do here?
The Miz actually said, I have no idea what you just said, and everybody popped because nobody knew what he was saying. It was the worst segment ever, and we got to sit through that. And there was a lot of talking segments. And there's commercial breaks. And that's something.
So when everyone's leaving and you're just sitting there like, what's going on? It's like, oh, they must be in commercial.
Yeah, we were watching a match, and like nothing was happening.
And we was like, oh, they're at commercial.
They must be at a commercial.
And then once they start doing stuff, it's like, I guess the commercial's over.
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, this
Because at least
sucks.
with AEW, they do picture-in-picture.
You get the picture-in-picture, yeah.
So they at least show you what's going on. So even if you don't care about commercials, you can still see something.
And one thing that impresses me about their picture-in-picture is that the match quality doesn't seem to go down.
Not really.
Because WWE used to do that too, and it'd probably be a rest hold or something like that.
Like maybe someone gets thrown outside, or like the ref is trying to get somebody to go back to the corner.
It's something very small.
It's clearly like, hey, let's just calm it down so that you can get ready for the next part when the show comes back.
Exactly. When the screen gets
bigger,
screen
turns on.
Yeah,
here you go.
We'll ramp it back up. Yeah. The AEW shows because I used to just not pay too much attention
to the picture-in-picture. It's like whatever.
Yeah, because I'm so used to WWE.
Yeah, I'm so used to it.
Not doing anything, and then
you like actually start watching. It's like, oh snap, they're doing flips and they crushed a table out there.
Yeah,
maybe I should watch it. So you actually sit through an actual 2 hours of wrestling.
Yes,
more than you think.
Yeah.
Whereas with WWE, it's like, okay, well, 3 hours is generous. It's more like an hour 45 at most of TV time.
Yeah, and then but we also got main event was taped that day.
Oh yeah, I think we were coming into a main event match.
Yeah, we were still trying to get our seats.
Yeah.
And what was the match? It was Cedric Alexander.
It was Cedric. I think Murphy.
Was it Buddy Murphy?
Buddy Murphy.
I think it was Buddy Murphy first, and we were still trying to find our seats.
Yeah.
And then we got
was it 205? It was one of those.
No, 20. Okay, they were still doing.
No, they were still doing the 205 during Raw.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, so they would change out the ring and all that.
Everything into Bizarro World.
Everything was purple.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
And we saw it. It was like, oh, they're doing this. Is how they do it. They actually do all this.
There's something when you see how the sausage gets made.
Oh.
It kind of takes away a little bit.
I thought, you know what? Props to those that crew. Where it's like you got what 30 minutes? Not 30 minutes, like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To just assemble an entire ring,
take
ropes
everything
and all,
down, put everything back
and
up,
get out of Dodge. Don't let anyone see you.
Yeah.
Act like you were never there.
Yeah, and
then you got to do it again once the match is over.
When they were setting up for one of the, it might have been Miz TV. What you don't see is when the camera is on somebody on the ramp from the previous match or something. They're walking up the ramp. They were already working on getting on putting the furniture in the ring and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's how they do it so quickly.
Yeah.
No time wasted.
No time.
I like it.
I like it too.
When you see the production value, it's a production.
Like, yo, man, crew. Give props to the crew.
It's a production.
Yeah.
You see that when you see it live. It's a production.
Especially when like the cameraman gets hit by accident. It's like, oh man, he's trying to stay in position.
Yeah. Yeah. You do kind of feel a little bad for them. They're just trying to do their job. But I'd never want to do another live show. I think the Raw
was the worst one.
That was the worst one by far.
Because at least live, they have to keep wrestling.
See,
the full time.
If anything, I'd go to another live event.
Yeah.
It was cheaper. We had actually the best seats we had was at that one. And you're gonna get some top people. Yeah. And you're gonna get a match where the like we all kind of know the outcome.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like a WrestleMania match, but at least you're seeing your people wrestle.
You might get on paper. You might get a WrestleMania match. You'll get like the AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. But is the match quality gonna be better?
Yeah, they're not gonna.
They're not trying to get hurt.
Kill themselves.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not trying to. They're probably trying something different.
Yeah, they might pull out a new move that you've never seen.
There you go. They might, you might get like a Liv Morgan is working heel, where they want to see how it's gonna look, see how the crowd reacts to it.
Might get some new ring music, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe and maybe people might be off script and might dance to the ring music that they're not supposed to.
Yeah,
and it's like, all right, well, we're all just having fun.
Yeah, everybody has fun. Somebody might go out there like I remember Bailey would go out there with Finn Balor and do Finn Balor's entrance. Like you might get something goofy like that.
Yeah, like everyone's just having fun here.
Everybody's having fun, and you get a good show.
Yeah.
Pay-per-views are long.
Yes.
I don't want to go to another pay-per-view because those are the most expensive.
And they're the longest.
And they're like 5 hours. It's so long.
And you have to get there sooner.
I think that we had to get there at 2.
Yeah.
2 p.m.
We got
4
there
or 5.
Like 2 to 3 to 4 hours earlier than we should have.
Because
we needed to get parking and we needed to walk to the stadium.
Off-site parking because we had already. I had already spent a fortune on the tickets.
Yeah, we ain't paying for parking.
Yeah, so
we had to go to Crime Alley.
I think it was like $10-15 too, but.
And we aren't joking about the crime. It looked straight up like you was going to get robbed in this alley.
Bruce Wayne's parents was murdered in that alley.
Exactly. That alley was shifty.
I'm not even sure we didn't die, and this is all just an apparition. None of that happened. Nothing's happened.
That alley was sketchy. Like as soon as it wasn't just us. It was like multiple people. Like this is the alley that we parked in.
To be fair, if I had known it was gonna be like that, I wouldn't have parked there because we parked there in the daytime.
Yeah, and it looked
sun
fine.
Was out. It was like it's an alley.
Right.
You go back there. There's no lights over there.
Lights. The alley's kind of dark. It's like very poorly lit.
Very poorly lit. Like
and wash your bag. And I was looking over our shoulders the whole time.
I was scared.
I was 100%.
I'm never doing that again.
Yep,
I'm just gonna budget out some parking passes.
We did see people leaving in their cars. We saw Roman Reigns.
We saw. So ride along is a lie.
Yeah.
When they're leaving an arena and they're waving at everybody. Hey, how you doing? We saw Roman Reigns fly by everybody.
That man was gone. I'm assuming his flight was already in progress.
No, they went to like Vegas the next day.
That man was ready to go.
Yeah, they didn't care. He was just he worked for 5 minutes. He came. He cut a promo. He fought Braun Strowman. He was off for 3 hours. He got in the car and boogied.
That man had the incredible mobile. He just started. He took a nap and just put the thing in auto drive.
I mean, we didn't get a head nod. We didn't get a wave or nothing.
I think we saw Sasha Banks too, right?
Oh, did we see? I didn't see Sasha.
Know.
I don't remember seeing Sasha.
I know we saw Roman because I saw the hair.
We saw Roman. If you can picture him with his man bun.
Yeah, the man bun.
We saw the man bun.
Yeah, and we was like, that's him.
That's. We heard people like,
yeah, we heard people going nuts.
People freaking out.
It must be Roman.
And then we saw Roman in his car.
Peace.
Not a care in the world other than where's the freeway.
That dude was either hungry or he had to use the bathroom because that dude.
That's how he was driving. He was there for 3 hours without. He opened the show and then only had like maybe a 10-minute segment, and then he was done for the rest of the night. You could have handled both of those. Whatever, man. Just make me. That was the biggest heel move he ever did, as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't even a heel yet.
But yeah. So yeah, Full Gear was good.
We got way off Full Gear.
I know. What happened?
I got the card. I got it.
Page.
Okay, hey, let's go through the card. But the buy-in match, Sheeta and Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose. It was a good match.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Serena was ringside, I believe.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Serena. I'm loving the Serena heel turn.
I'm glad that I get to see her. After an aftermath of the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody that we all are, because I think when she was in the Straight Edge Society, I think I remember hearing that she was a wrestler.
She was a wrestler. I thought at that time, I thought she was just some random lady that was there. That CM Punk just
she was a plant. She had been signed, and I think the plan was for her to eventually start wrestling, but she was released too soon.
Yeah.
So we never saw that.
Luke Gallows was also out by that point.
By which point? By the time she was out?
Yeah.
He was there a little bit later. I think Joey Mercury was probably gone by then.
But yeah, by that point, CM Punk had already, I think, what happened at that point? I think he got his hair shaved.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he had a mask on for a bit.
Yeah.
Which was, I mean, man, there's been so many different versions of CM Punk over the years. It's so weird.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a CM Punk, Serena Deeb,
and
Luke Gallows reunion in AEW. But I don't know if we're gonna get it because I guess the Forbidden Door is closed now. We're not getting any crossover.
It shouldn't. I mean, Moose was over there in New Japan.
Oh no. Okay, let me rephrase that. The Forbidden Door for AEW is and Impact is closed.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm sure it's going to open up, but right now there's no more crossover.
Yeah, for right now they're probably like trying to get their own people settled.
And that bloated. Yeah. So once the actual show started, we got the opening match of MJF and Darby Allin. That was very already. I was like, this might be match of the night.
Yep.
I don't know, but then of course, so much more happened.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can stick with that being match of the night, but
MJF,
that was very good.
I never thought I would ever say this, but MJF is cool. It's weird because it's like
he's such a good heel.
His gimmick isn't like crazy or nothing. He's just a really good trash talker.
Yeah. And
he has a very punchable face, which also helps.
Yeah, I couldn't right now even imagine him ever being a babyface.
No, hell, no way.
Yeah, he's too good. And why would you even want him as a babyface?
There is no way on this planet, in this lifetime, you would ever touch that man. And nudge him in a different direction.
I think they're teasing maybe a Wardlow change, and I'm down for that.
Yeah, because he is slapping Wardlow around a lot.
He's kind of Wardlow's getting a little tired of it.
Wardlow's like, you know what? I don't need you, man.
I think like little Shawn Michaels Diesel kind of tension, and the bodyguard gets, he starts to speak up for himself.
But then the bodyguard isn't as good by himself.
Hey, listen. Diesel was cool, all right?
Yeah, I like the Big Daddy cool.
None of y'all say. I don't care if he didn't.
Okay, but he has to have the glove on, though. He has to put it on during the match.
Diesel?
Yeah.
He did that every time.
Yeah. I'm talking about like when he doesn't do it. As Kevin Nash or whoever else he didn't do it as.
Oh. Yeah, he didn't do it as Kevin Nash. That was a Diesel exclusive.
Nah, he needs to be Diesel.
I don't think he always put the glove on, though. He had the glove on.
Nah, you gotta put it on.
Yeah, so you gotta take the glove off and put it back on?
No, you gotta come out with the glove off and then put it on.
He did that. I think he did that once.
That's the only one I care about. That's the only one.
That's moving on. That's such a weird request.
But yeah, MJF won.
MJF.
Which makes sense.
Did he win?
Yeah. He beat Darby Allin. Because he did power
win.
the punch.
He did win. That's right. He had the knucks.
He had the brass knucks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was a really good match.
Yeah.
Even though I don't remember how it ended, but it was a good match.
Yeah.
I like it. That match was so good. In my mind, Darby Allin and MJF
both won.
They both won. They both ranked up much higher.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
an MJF title run.
I'm cool with either one of them winning the title. It could be MJF. It could be. As a matter of fact, I'm cool with MJF. Let's get MJF the world title and let's have him feud with Darby Allin. Let's That's have cool. them. They're opening the show here.
They end the show like a year.
Full Gear next year. Let's go. Darby Allin versus MJF closing the show for the AEW world title.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, they're that good. They got great chemistry too.
Yeah.
AEW Tag Team Championship, Lucha Brothers versus FTR. I mean, it's Lucha Brothers and FTR.
Yeah, that's your boys and my soon-to-be boys. I'm really blowing up for the Lucha Brothers all of a sudden.
Yeah, the Lucha Brothers
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. That's two more tag teams who are
really good,
letting people know that the tag team division needs its time, and you need to appreciate tag teams.
If you have tag teams that are tag teams and aren't just two single wrestlers competing with each other, and
people who care about tag team wrestling.
Yeah, people who know tag team wrestling are used to tag team wrestling, and you give them time. You're gonna have a good match no matter what the outcome is.
Yeah, and FTR when they were the Revival, they said that they wanted to be a tag team. They was never interested in breaking up.
Nope.
They didn't want a singles run. They wanted a tag team. They wanted the tag team division. They wanted to help the tag team division become, and the tag team championships become that top tier title, exactly. not a lower mid card title,
right.
But like when you think of tag team wrestling and the tag team championships,
it's like a world title.
It's pretty much just a world title.
Yeah,
and you're seeing AEW kind of embrace that a little bit more, and that these matches that FTR is having, and there's one against the Lucha Brothers, another team who kind of has that same mindset.
Yep.
You're getting like these A+ matches, and like and you got Santana and Ortiz who's doing the same thing.
Yep.
And I love tag team wrestling.
I love it, man.
Tag team wrestling, if I'm really being honest, is kind of what got me into really liking wrestling. I mean, I got in for Hulk Hogan, but then once I saw the Rockers, I switched.
Okay.
I was a bigger Rocker fan than I was Hulk Hogan. But then Bret Hart went solo from Jim Neidhart, and then I was a bigger Bret Hart fan. But I still love the Rockers.
You like the Hart Foundation.
I did like the Hart Foundation, not more than the Rockers. I love the Rockers more than the Hart Foundation, but I love Bret Hart more than the Rockers. Yeah. If that makes any sense at all.
I mean, I like the Rock, but then I saw the Hardy Boys, and I was like, oh, that's cool. They're flipping off of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you see more tag teams like the Usos and
the Usos and New Day are probably the two in WWE right now who's kind of keeping it going.
Yeah, even though technically, like we said, New Day is technically the whole amalgamation of singles competitors. They at least are like close enough as friends where you couldn't even tell that they weren't tag teams before.
And what they do, I listened to the New Day podcast and detail that I didn't really know. They each when they switch out, like, and they figure out which two of the three is gonna tag together. They have their own moveset. They have their own set of tag team moves that go together, and they have their own sets of names. And I'm like, cool. These guys, this is so good. They get it.
They understand.
They get it. Like this tag team. You get people who just get tag team wrestling. If you can get a wrestling company, and you need to build it,
get tag teams.
You need good tag teams.
Yeah,
that will help.
You need people who can flip.
It not necessarily. Well, okay. If you're trying to sell tickets, get some flip. You need some flippy stuff.
But you need people, who know tag team wrestling and can go just make it seamless.
Yeah. You need good tag team wrestling, and so like I said, Lucha Brothers versus FTR. There was never a possibility where that wasn't going to be a bad match.
No.
It had a funky ending.
Yeah, the ending was weird where FTR put on like the mask that they used to win the AAA titles.
Yeah.
And then I guess whoever was the legal person was trying to act like they weren't the legal person.
Yeah.
But then they still lost because the referee didn't know who was legal. So he was like, I guess you're the legal guy. I'll just pin you to the mat. all right.
Yeah, that's.
It was like,
you want to talk about overthinking of
that was an overthought for sure.
Yeah, overbooking at its finest right there. That was overbooked.
But I guess the silver line is that that advances the story.
That advances the story.
It's like, you didn't beat the right person, so technically we never lost.
There you go. I think that's the only. They're just setting up for an episode of Dynamite.
Yeah.
I don't like pay-per-view setting up a TV show, but that's
as long as the pay-per-view is good.
The pay-per-view was good. The match was good.
If it's to a detriment to the pay-per-view, then it's like, nah, it's no point.
Yeah, it took a few points off the match for me, but
but overall the match was still like knockout.
Yeah,
like what 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5 out of 10
Yeah,
just because of that.
For
it would have been a 9 out of 10,
ending,
but that ending was kind of funky. Miro versus Bryan Danielson.
Ooh.
That was a brutal match.
Man,
that was not Rusev versus Daniel Bryan.
No, that was Miro.
That was
God's
Miro.
champion.
Yeah, the Redeemer,
Bryan,
the American Dragon
versus the American Dragon. Man, I miss Lana.
I'm ready for her to come back.
Yeah,
I never thought I would miss her so much.
Yeah, I want to see her wrestling again.
Yeah, I want to see her wrestle.
I like Lana. She was cool.
I'm hoping that we're gonna get some Lana in the near future.
I
don't know how they're gonna work her in.
Yeah, I assume she wants to, right?
She wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
And I know she would love to be. She's probably got something else going on.
Yeah. Maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of. If they or maybe they're just trying to find the right way to bring her in. Or maybe she just wants to go solo. Maybe she don't want to be in AEW.
True.
Maybe she wants to be
into WOW.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That actually,
yeah.
I like that actually idea. But I was gonna say NWA just because they're a little bit further along with the women's wrestling. But why not go to WoW? The WoW's kind of is coming back in next year.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
2023. So let's do. I'm down with that. They need names.
Yeah.
Their biggest name is
Angelina Love.
No, the one who got Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, she's hanging out there now.
She's in WoW.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a good wrestler.
She's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
She's got
She's one of the few female wrestlers who has a world title. A men's world title. Yeah.
So there's a ton of baggage there. It's a ton of controversy.
Hey, listen, if you need people,
so
you can't be picky.
You know what? Let's get some CJ Perry over there.
I forget. Yes, her real name is CJ
Perry. Let's do it. Miro versus Bryan. I keep calling it Bryan Danielson.
It doesn't help that his real name was a reverse of his ring name.
And then I also wanted to call him Bryan Daniels and Bryan Daniels or something like that.
Because of Christopher Daniels.
I guess so. It's just I don't know.
But yeah, Bryan Danielson.
That was a beatdown. Oh, they just beat each other up.
Yeah, I kind of figured Bryan Danielson would win.
You know, it made sense because Miro was technically a last minute replacement. For Jon Moxley,
who is currently
he's rechecked himself into rehab.
And put himself into alcohol rehab. Which, hey man, can't wait for you to come back.
Like CM Punk said, it's a brave thing to do and it's a scary thing to do. Yep. But you know what?
But hey man, he was strong enough to make the decision.
Yeah, that was good.
So that's real cool. I can't wait for him to come back.
Yeah. But at the same time, take as much time.
That's why.
Can't wait for you to come back.
Can't wait for you to come back.
Take as much time.
I will wait as long as needed.
Exactly.
I will wait for as long as needed.
Don't come back until you're ready to come back.
Make sure you are 100% cool with coming back.
Yeah. So saying that to say,
Miro probably wasn't gonna win.
He was probably never gonna win
because they would have to rewrite a whole bunch of stuff.
Exactly. It was probably now. I don't know. Maybe Darren Bryanson. Call him Darren Bryanson again. Maybe Bryan Danielson,
the American Dragon.
Oh my, yeah. Maybe he will. Maybe he was always supposed to win. Maybe Moxley was supposed to win. I could see either one of them being true.
Because based on what happens later in the show, either one would have been a good fit.
Yeah, you wasn't gonna get a bad number one contender out of that. Even out of that 3, I'll say. Yeah. And if you even want to go to Orange Cassidy, maybe even out of that 4, you couldn't have got it. You couldn't have got it. So you can, man. Good for Bryan. Good for Miro. Miro had a great match. Good showing. So Miro's gonna continue his beef with God now. So that's gonna.
I wonder if he goes back to the TNT title.
Well, Sammy Guevara is gonna be fighting Jay Lethal.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because Jay Lethal showed up.
Yeah, that wasn't officially on the card, so I probably would have forgot to mention that. So I'll just mention that now. Jay Lethal is all elite.
Yo, man.
Jay Lethal is all elite. I like that name, John Lethal. Jay Lethal is all elite.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's the first big signing of a well-known wrestler who was never in WWE.
Yep.
Jay Lethal. That's I don't know why I didn't see that coming too though.
I mean, it makes sense. Like all those people there that he can fight now.
Of course.
CM Punk.
Boy.
Darby Allin, MJF. He's got a bunch of people he can feud with now.
Yeah, I would love to see a Jay Lethal Scorpio Sky match. I just feel like that's pretty much the same guy.
Yeah.
That's just a clone of the other guy.
Who was cloning Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So it's like you got so many different people cloning other people.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That could be really there's some fun matchups.
If Ethan Page gets involved, then you know Jay Lethal's gonna need a tag team partner.
Ethan Page?
No, yeah. If Ethan Page gets involved.
Oh.
So who's gonna have back him up?
Boy.
That's an interesting one.
I was gonna say Consequences Creed, but he's tied up. He's got a job. He's got a job already. So yeah, that's a well. Hey,
we'll see.
You know what? The Ring of Honor roster is all available. So
that's true.
Roosh, that would actually be another great signing. But I think AAA is also interested in him.
Yeah, AAA said that they're also interested in signing a bunch of those.
Taya Valkyrie is on there. There's some decent Ring of Honor people. I didn't watch a lot of Ring of Honor. I know a few names.
Yeah, I know.
Jay Lethal and Roosh really, and there was a couple of other people, but they've kind of already popped up in different places. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be a Ring of Honor expert.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
One day we'll be watching all of them in 1 week.
Oh God, that's too much wrestling.
That's gonna be so hard to do.
That's too much
wrestling. What's it? WWE, Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, NXT,
Impact. You call it TNA.
Impact.
That's like me saying Daniel Bryanson.
New Japan.
AAA.
That's what.
I don't even know how to find AAA. I just have to read about it.
You gotta read about it.
I gotta find AAA though because FTR is the AAA Tag Team Champions.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta find New Japan because guess who headed up over there?
Who?
Jonah. Yeah. Bronson Reed.
Oh.
He's over in New Japan right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, just showed up.
Oh boy.
And guess who else is over there?
Who?
What's his name? Titus O'Neil's old partner.
Oh, yeah, he is over there.
Yeah.
Fred.
Something.
Come on, brain. We know this.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna Google it. But formerly known as. Okay, I don't know that one either.
Tyson O'Neil and who? What was the dude's name? I forgot his name. Dude with the afro.
But he doesn't have an afro anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so his name was Darren Young.
Darren,
when he was in the Primetime Players, he was Darren Young. Now he is Fred Rosser.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah. We were gonna get there.
We were gonna get there. It was coming.
Yep. So yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. So now we gotta catch New Japan for sure now. Somehow.
Yeah, he's been there for a little bit. Though.
Yeah.
He didn't just show up. He's kind of been there for a little while. But yeah, New Japan. You know what? I think New Japan either had a show or is gonna have a show in LA.
I think they're going to.
In LA?
I don't know.
They're either.
I think they. Oh man.
They either had a show or are having a show coming up in LA at the Coliseum.
Well, we gotta see about getting to that.
We'll see about it.
We'll see. Hopefully we can. See. That'd be nice.
That'd be kind of
It'd be nice just watch some wrestling people you may or may not know.
Well, I used to watch New Japan.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah.
And you showed me all the finger breaking.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, Pete Dunne wasn't the one that started that.
No.
Yeah, there's some New Japan is kind of hardcore.
Oh, I bet.
A little bit.
That's real. That's where Shinsuke came from, right?
Strong style, baby.
Yeah, strong style.
Yeah.
If you get kicked in the face, it's your own fault.
Who put your? Yeah, I tell you to put your face there.
Yeah. You better learn how to take it.
Yeah.
Get ready for the next spot.
Yeah, there's another one coming. So get ready. Don't whimper too much.
These chops ain't coming. They coming stiff.
Yeah.
And you better be ready.
You better be able to handle it. All right.
Next match.
Next, Christian Cage and Jurassic Express versus the Super Click in a Falls Count Anywhere match. The Young Bucks and Adam Cole, baby.
I loved it.
That was another brutal match.
Oh yeah.
That was another brutal match, but it was another good match.
Another good match.
I don't know how you make a 6-man Falls Count Anywhere match.
Christian, Jurassic Express, and the Super Click.
I don't know how you make that a six-man tag match with those guys. Falls Count Anywhere, and it actually is not overthought, convoluted, hard to follow. It probably would have been harder if you were there live, because at one point there was two different fights going on, and
Jungle Boy was for some reason like at the ramp.
Yeah, there was fights at the ramp, there was fights at the ring, so that would have been kind of tough trying to figure out which one to focus on.
There, yeah.
With the and I thought they would have did a split screen at some point. They never did.
Nah.
But I guess they didn't. It was fine though. Yeah.
We found our way.
Yeah, it was a good.
That was a really good match.
Really good match. And excuse me, I think who won that match? It was Christian and Luke and Jurassic Express. That was the right choice.
Yeah.
Because I think enough had happened to where, you know what, the good guys probably should win this match.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody gets anything.
And Super Click's probably just going to go back to doing goofy stuff with King Omega.
We're going to talk about Super Click.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think Super Click's dynamic might change a little bit.
Yeah.
It's I'm kind of interested.
Fractured.
Yeah, it's a little cracked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I'm definitely watching this upcoming. Yeah.
See what's going on.
I got to see what's going to be up with that. So, but as far as this match is concerned, good all the way around. Yeah. Everybody was great. Everybody had their time to shine.
Yeah.
Everybody got something. We saw plenty of super kicks.
Yeah.
We saw plenty of low blows at some point.
Yeah, kicks with the nails in the mouth.
Yeah, we got some hardcore spots in there. There was some table spots.
There was blood that was shed.
Blood, yeah, there was juicing. Concerto. Christian dove from a balcony.
Yep.
That man is like almost 50, well, mid 40s. I ain't gonna age him up too much.
He don't look all that much different in the years.
No, I saw like an old clip of Christian when he was in WWE. The hair is different. That's about it. So, but he's
keeping in shape.
Dude's in great shape actually.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, so
him and Edge.
Yeah, they actually got in better shape as they got older.
Yeah. They got more conscious of their health. It's like, oh man, I'm older.
Yeah,
I can't just be going around messing around.
I listened to 2 different podcasts that Christian was in after he came back, started wrestling again, and he did say that was like once he was cleared, he started getting back. He started like really taking care of himself a lot better than he did before, and he was working out better and eating better and doing meal preps and stuff like that. And I think that he also talked about the pandemic, and he wasn't able to go to the gym, so he had to make his own gym.
Yep.
And so it just he was just more disciplined, the discipline that I do not have. No. And then he's
I'm too young for discipline.
He's doing it.
Yep.
Okay. So, but anyway, that was a really good match. I liked it.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like every time we do these, we always talk about it. We're like, that was a good match. That was a good match. Okay. Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. That match was good.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember much about it.
Yeah, that's that match was good.
Like, it was a good match.
That was probably maybe my least favorite.
That was like the weakest one of the
That was the weakest one.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was too much of can they get along going on.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody was tagging themselves in.
Yeah, everybody was feuding with the same person. It's like,
yeah,
oh my goodness, I can't stand you and I can't stand you.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, story wise, it makes sense.
I guess it was another match that was setting up a TV angle or future.
Yeah.
Definitely future.
It definitely wasn't the end.
It wasn't the end. I could see it becoming like now Pac and Cody Rhodes might feud.
Yeah, and now Andrade and
Malachi Black
got issues now.
They might. I can see them going into a feud. I don't want them to feud. I want them to be cool, and I want them to have a faction so that when Selena Vega can get out of
released again,
get out of her contract, go to AEW. Her husband and her homeboy, they're already there.
Yeah, you got the House of Black, and he's got the black mask. It's already written in stone.
Black mask. It's there.
It's right there.
Come on.
Selena Vega, you gotta find a way out.
Get out of that contract, girl.
Why did you sign back?
Oh,
everyone
man.
was gone and she
I
showed back up.
think she didn't know.
Yeah,
they didn't know.
Yeah, obviously they wasn't like.
Yeah.
They weren't like trying to congregate. Nah. It was just like, yeah, okay, I'll come back, sure.
Yeah, they thought they were going to be working at the same company again, and as soon as she signed,
it was like, all right, try to get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Alistair. We don't need you no more.
Man, you talk about getting a rug pulled from underneath you.
Well, at least she's queen.
So that makes me think that it's going to be harder to get out of that contract because, you talk about we're pushing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave you a crown.
Yeah, where you
and new ring music.
You're getting a push. You can't leave now.
And you beat Doudrop.
I have issues. I'm not even. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Doudrop in this podcast.
Okay.
Because I've already gone into it.
Doudrop.
But has she even been back on TV?
Yeah, she's healed.
What?
Yeah, she messing with I think Naomi now, or she was.
So next up
she was messing with what's her name, Bianca Belair. Oh, so I think that's gonna be the next feud.
Even worse. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. That was another brawl.
That was physical. That dude opened the match with a back fist and knocked CM Punk out.
And he wanted to he wanted that match to continue.
And then there was a weird point in the match where CM Punk was doing Cena's 5 moves of doom.
Yeah.
And me, and the crowd was like, "Wait, you gonna actually do the 5-knuckle shuffle?
Don't do it."
And everyone was like, "No, don't do it." And then he didn't do it. And then was like, "Yeah." Everyone started clapping.
That was funny. That was funny. And he milked it.
Oh yeah.
He really wants you to believe.
Like, will I do it? It's such a weird.
It was weird to reference John Cena right there.
What? What's
I don't know what that was about. I don't know if it was a shout out or him just being funny.
I think it was.
It could go either way.
It's CM Punk. It could be all of the above.
Exactly.
He's just having fun.
That was a weird little segment.
That was a fun match.
That was a cool match. You know what that match was? It was good storytelling.
Yeah.
If you don't know nothing about that feud, you watch that match, you could tell everything. You could
tell these two hate each other.
Yeah.
And even after the match, it's like, nah.
Animosity, respect, all of that.
Yeah.
I'm better than you. No, you're not.
Right.
Like, all of that was being told in the match.
Yep.
That was a good match.
Yeah.
I like matches like that. I like matches that are smart. And it was brutal at the same time.
Yeah.
It was very good, very clean.
Man, CM Punk knows how to blade, huh? His cut, healed right back up.
There was somebody else who did that, too.
At that night?
Yeah, there was somebody.
Was it Adam Cole?
Adam Cole in their match, he bladed. And then by the time the match was over, he was bleeding anymore.
Yeah, he was good.
You
couldn't even tell.
Yeah, guess you don't need stitches.
Yeah, you don't really need to sit. That's how you know someone's good at it. If they don't.
I like that because I'm not a huge fan of the bleeding.
Yeah, Listen, I saw that one Hell in a Cell match with DX and Big Show and the McMahons, and by the end of it, everyone was just like cherry faced.
Triple H and Vince McMahon are the worst cutters.
Yeah.
Because they cut themselves deep. They're like, no, I'm bleeding for the whole match.
And it's like, you see their face and it's like, are you not dead?
Yeah.
Like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Where's this blood coming from?
Yeah.
It's scary. And you know, with Eddie Guerrero, you know, he
nicked an artery. He actually almost
went way too far.
He cut too deep.
Yeah.
Man, almost.
In that one match
he literally almost bled out.
Yeah.
That's
and then
crazy.
Cena had that match with JBL where he cut deep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I can't.
Just enough to get a little color.
Just to show off, yo, this is a brutal match. You get people interested.
Yeah.
And then it heals itself. And it's okay, maybe you put some Neosporin on it.
That's it.
Or something. Just let it
a Band-Aid for about maybe a few weeks, a few days.
And you don't hit yourself.
Yeah, maybe you don't open it up again.
Yeah, you're good.
Straight.
You're solid. The skin is fine.
Yeah.
You know, your skin will heal back up.
Yeah. Another match I didn't care about: the Inner Circle versus Team American Top Team,
So,
Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
That's another one that was like, I kind of don't remember much about the match other than the homeboy did a moonsault.
Homeboy did a moonsault. Junior Dos Santos.
Yeah.
There we go.
Did a standing moonsault and it wasn't half bad.
It wasn't half bad. He undershot it a
little
bit.
But he landed like kind of safe.
Yeah.
So he didn't like land on his neck.
And I think that was like his big spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the standing moonsault.
And everyone was popping for him like, yeah.
I think everybody was just surprised that he could do that.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Junior Dos Santos isn't young.
He doesn't look young.
Nah, yeah.
That dude was a UFC fighter.
I watched enough UFC to know Junior Dos Santos has been around. He was a great fighter in the UFC.
And I can tell you, he ain't no moonsaulter.
Nah, yeah, it's never a time for a moonsault in the UFC.
You ever get a chance where your opponent's on the ground, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn my back and do a backflip.
Yeah. Oh, there is a guy who
Can you
who
do
did
that in UFC?
A guy did that. I don't know his name offhand. I'm gonna find it, and I'll probably show it to you, and maybe I'll tweet it too. There's a guy who his opponent he's just wild. He just does like just his whole thing is I'm gonna just be like you can't game plan for me because you don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm crazy.
The Deadpool game.
So at one point in one of his matches, after doing a whole bunch of other nonsense, the guy's on his back. He turns around and backflips onto him. It's like what? And the comment.
What's the ref do? He's like,
he didn't do anything illegal, but it was just unconventional, and that's his whole game plan.
Hey, listen, if you get hit by it, it's your own fault.
I guess so.
You laid down.
And dude, it really was just like, dude just took it because he didn't know, like, what am I supposed to do?
When do you block? How do you legitimately
block?
Do you do the WWE thing? You put your knees up and hope they land on your feet?
I think he put his knees up, tried to block it with his hands a little bit, but most of the kick landed. He got him in the stomach. It was just, it's just.
That's one of those things. Like, yeah, that's a sports entertainer move that if you put that in actual application, like an actual fight, you're either hurting yourself or that's like, that's a dangerous move.
It's true. I'm gonna find it. I gotta find that. So I gotta show it to you. I'll post it online.
It's like, you can't go for the pin. So it's like, what's the point of it? You got like your. What guard is that? Half guard?
That's a good point. I don't know. No, he doesn't fall on him.
Oh, he like hits him like with the knees?
No, he stomps on him.
Oh.
He lands on his feet, but it's on like his midsection.
Oh.
It's just
that's different.
It's just like a stomp.
Oh.
Basically. But he turned around and made the point to do a backflip onto the guy when he could have just.
I would call ref. I'm like, I'm done. This dude did a backflip on my stomach. I'm done.
I would cheat. I'm kicking you in the junk if you do something like this.
Deduct a point, but at least I got out of it though.
Hey, he ain't about to make me look like a fool. I'm about to.
Dang, backflipped on him.
He backflipped on him. I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna post it online. I'm gonna show it to you. I don't know I don't know the man's name offhand, but it's
you gotta,
ridiculous.
Like, tweet me that or something.
Yeah, I'll tweet you.
That match was fine.
It was okay.
It was like
I didn't.
Unfortunately, like what are you gonna get from like a UFC?
Match? Two of the guys are UFC fighters. Two of them are AEW wrestlers, and you got the other guy who just kind of runs the gym.
Yeah.
And is not even a wrestler.
Yeah.
I hate those. And then
on Chris Jericho's side, you got Jake Hagar, who's technically also an ex-UFC fighter. Yeah. And Chris Jericho, who isn't exactly the youngest person in the arena.
He just turned 51.
So it's gonna be as good as you can get it. That's it. Good as you can get it.
That's what it is. Chris Jericho. Let's just be all the way honest. Not exactly Chris Jericho anymore.
He's not the youngest Jericho.
Yeah, I think we've seen Chris Jericho's better days, but he's an entrance. He's charisma. He's good on the mic.
And he can get other people over.
He can have a good enough match. At his age, he's still really good.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna pretend that he's 30.
Because he doesn't. Because
he sure doesn't look like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and act like he can just do all the moves he used to.
He's not in great shape anymore. He's just.
But he doesn't need. I mean, if this is what he can do now, maybe he doesn't need it.
Well, I think he does kind of. I feel like his style has changed a little bit to accommodate that he's older.
Yeah.
He's still in good shape for a 51-year-old man.
Yeah.
He's
wrestling
just
on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah. He does spend a lot of time just
Trash
walking out
talking
and cutting promos.
And what was it? Judas. Yeah. Judas.
Yeah. So I don't feel like we're really losing a whole lot with Chris Jericho, but I don't feel like we're gaining a whole lot with Chris Jericho either at this point. I just don't need to see the guy who's just a mouthpiece, who's not an actual wrestler like the guy from American Top Team. I don't even know his name.
I actually forgot his name. Legitimately, it was just in my head, and I immediately forgot.
Do I have his name here? Dan Lambert.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It's such a punchable name.
I don't ever want to see a Dan Lambert in a wrestling ring. I don't understand why you don't put another wrestler or another MMA guy in that spot. You don't need nobody. Wanted
At least
to see
put Homegirl in there.
Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah, she was trash talking anyway.
Yeah, sure, but I feel like you're only going to get maybe a spot or two out of her because you're only going to be able to do so much.
Yeah, you can't do like a Cobra
unless you take out somebody from the inner circle, put a girl on their team. So I don't know. I just put another wrestler in there.
Yeah.
It's got to be like another wrestler who's feuding with the inner circle.
MJF.
He's busy.
Yeah, he's busy. I don't know. Yeah.
Everybody from the Pinnacle had a match. So actually, everybody from the Pinnacle was doing something that night. So I don't know if you can even go do that. And plus, I'm good on Pinnacle versus inner circle.
Yeah.
Somebody was off, so somebody could have went into that spot. I don't know who, I don't know how, but
yeah, and Dan Lambert could have been like, "Oh, I can't wrestle because my foot."
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Dan Lambert could have twisted an ankle, and in my spot here's Sean Spears,
Paul White.
Even though Paul White, that actually works a little bit. Yeah, you got Jericho. Jericho, baby.
Tag team champions.
They were tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I mean, if it win, and I eventually will rewatch Full Gear, I'm probably gonna skip that one.
Yeah.
I might watch the Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade, maybe, but I'm definitely skipping Inner Circle versus American Top Team.
Yeah.
Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. It was a good match with no replay value.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Okay, and the final match of the night, the main event, Hangman Page
versus Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega. So
that was a real good match.
Very good match. I would say.
Now the only second person to ever kick out a one-winged angel, Kenny Omega himself.
Yeah, that's right. Kenny Omega kicked out of the one-winged angel.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
How can you do it?
A lot of good spots.
That was
good. A lot of good wrestling.
Surprisingly, what's his name? Don Callis didn't get kicked out.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there the entire time.
Good for him. He added nothing to the match. Well, he was a distraction, I guess.
Yeah, he was interfering here and
a little bit.
Crazy.
Yeah, but a lot of really cool spots, a lot of cool false finishes. Crowd was really into it.
Ref got hit.
Ref took a bump.
In a weird way.
Ref took a buckshot lariat and went the long way out the ring.
He rolled over Kenny Omega to roll out the ring.
He took the long. You were right next to the ropes. You could have just fell backwards, but he fell to
the right. But he fell to
he fell down and went towards the camera when Kenny Omega was already there. So he jumped. He hopped over him.
Run out there. It's like, man, she was probably eating or something.
That was a joke. Yeah, Aubrey wasn't ready to go out there and ref.
Had to get a ref shirt. had to hurry up and wipe her face and everything.
Probably had her shoes kicked off and everything.
Oh, y'all got me. I was off duty and I got immediately.
I was done for the night. I was done.
Yeah, that was a fun match.
Yeah, but
and Hangman won. Hangman
got the fin. I said, and kudos to AEW for giving the fans what they wanted. Everybody wanted to see Hangman win the championship.
Yeah,
they did it.
Especially since from what I've seen of AEW, this has been happening for what, years now? or at least
few
1
years,
year.
a couple of years, yeah.
Like this feud has been a thing, so it's like, yeah.
They've been, yeah. I think this time last year they were the tag team champions.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, maybe they were tag team champions not long ago.
Okay.
Maybe,
so, yeah,
maybe this time last year.
If there was someone who's going to beat Kenny Omega, it should probably be Hangman.
Well, that was a lot of people were saying that same thing, that they're breaking up was going to fuel that Hangman was going to probably challenge for the title and win the title. But then Bryan Danielson showed up and CM Punk showed up.
And was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, well, Christian. Oh, hey,
Christian, what's
Christian,
up?
and
you're challenging for the Impact title, and you're also going after the AEW title?
Oh my God, Adam Cole's here too.
Oh, shoot, man.
So, Hangman, we're gonna get back to you.
Yeah, we gotta get all these loose ends out the way first.
And that's why I think a lot of people thought that Hangman wasn't gonna win, because he had seemed to been like out of the top picture.
Yeah,
and he took some time off. I know he had a baby. So he might have been injured too. I can't remember. So for people, it was like a little bit of out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
but
he came back and it was like, all right, well, he's here and now he's champion.
Yeah, I like it. Dark
and the
Order.
ending definitely.
The ending. We gotta talk about the ending. So the click. Was it now? Did Adam Cole come out too?
I didn't see him come out.
Okay, I didn't think so, but the Young Bucks come out.
Yeah, the Young Bucks come out.
They
look like they might interfere.
I didn't like. I said at the time, like, I don't want them to interfere because this match was so good on its own.
Yeah.
I don't want outside interference to be the way it's decided.
Right.
But they didn't interfere.
They didn't. They instead it was like, you got it, man.
Yeah, they took. And good storytelling.
Yeah.
Because when they were having their falling out, they didn't want to choose a side.
Right.
The Young Bucks did not want to choose a side between Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. They were in the middle. And eventually they did side with Kenny Omega, but I don't even think they really went too hard after Hangman Page.
Right.
There was really no animosity between the Young Bucks and Hangman Page.
Right.
Now, and you see that even now, we have
hey, man, you got it. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, like, go
so
for it,
now
do
it's
it.
like, okay, what's gonna happen on Wednesday? Is Kenny Omega gonna be like, yo, what was that?
Yeah.
Yo, y'all had him. Y'all didn't stop him?
Yeah.
Y'all just gonna let me get hit with the buckshot lariat?
Yeah.
That's what's happening here?
That's what's happening.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Don Callis was trying to help, but he was knocked out.
Don Callis got beat up.
Yeah, so Don Callis laid out for 10 minutes.
What's Adam Cole gonna do? Because he wasn't even out there.
Yeah,
what's he gonna say?
Yeah.
And he introduced Bobby Fish. So what's gonna happen with them and Bobby Fish?
And also want to point out that when Hangman and Kenny Omega had a falling out, Adam Cole wasn't even in AEW.
No.
So he really didn't have a chance to pick sides. And as a matter of fact, on an episode of Being the Elite, Adam Cole says to the Young Bucks, "Oh, I'm gonna go say hi to Hangman. Like, let's go." He's like, "Oh yeah, we're not cool with Hangman anymore." So they like Adam Cole really is like, we not friends with Hangman anymore. Like, what's going on? So he he has no beef with Hangman Page.
So is Kenny Omega gonna be on the island by himself?
That's a great question. All this and more on the next episode of Dynamite.
Man, that's so good. I'm actually I'm gonna watch that live.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I'm not working this week, so I'm probably gonna watch Dynamite live for like the first time in a very long time.
No.
I want to say ever. That can't be right. I had to have seen at least one live episode.
I'm gonna watch because I gotta fast forward through some stuff.
Okay. Sure. You know what? I'm not mad at that. You know what? I'm gonna see what the sports schedule looks like that Wednesday because
that's a good point.
I'm the guy. When you see all the ratings breakdown, like, whoa, it went head to head against Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, college football, Saturday basketball, the World Series. I'm the guy who chose the sports over the sports entertainment. I'm the reason that the ratings are down. You can blame me. It's fine.
So Vince is trying to get to you.
He's trying to get to me.
Dang.
And it's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I ain't got no excuse.
Yeah.
I'm not even
what are you
sports.
doing? What are you doing during that time?
YouTube.
Oh God.
Like, man, what's happening? Wait, what's happening? Whatever.
Boy. Oh yeah, that might be more of an issue.
Yeah.
WWE is gonna have a hard time going after you. At least I have an excuse.
Yeah.
You're just.
But then again, they also have their stuff on YouTube too. So I'm the views. more
Okay.
than the ratings.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm not even that.
Okay, well.
So I'm like, Dillon, what happened?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a terrible system.
Hey, listen, we making it work though. We just did a full recap of Full Gear.
Yeah.
With that system.
Hey, WWE needs to start taking some notes, man, because I feel like as much as right here, right now, I think WWE is still okay.
Oh yeah.
But that's only because of the time they had put into their product.
Right. And the money that they've made over the years.
Yeah.
Like they're solid.
They're solid. But anybody would be crazy not to acknowledge that AEW is closing that gap.
They're coming.
It's debatable as to how, depending on who you ask, how big that gap is. But they're closing that gap.
Hey, you know what they say?
For some people, AEW's already surpassed them.
Yeah.
I'm not going that far.
I'm not going to go that far. But I'm going to say, as the saying goes, when you come at the king, you best not miss. And AEW is coming full force.
They are aiming for the head.
They are going for it. It's like, all right, if y'all going to... Like, and that's the craziest part. Like, this is all because WWE was like, yeah, we don't care. Y'all can do whatever you want. We don't care, man. We got Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
What do we need y'all for?
Yeah, I mean, the issue I have with WWE, one of the issues, is that I feel like their roster is too old. They got a lot of guys who's kind of up there in age, and they're pushing them pretty big.
And they're pushing like they're younger.
Yeah, and the young people aren't getting pushed
at all.
But now in AEW like their roster's getting a little older because they're getting all these cast-offs.
But what helps them is that, still the people that are in the title picture are the younger people.
Yeah.
Like, Hangman.
Hangman's young.
Kenny
Omega's young. I think Kenny Omega and me are about the same age.
Yeah, he's getting up there, but he's
getting
still
up there.
Youngish.
He's young. In the world of sports, he's old.
Right.
In the world of sports. Because I'm 36. If I was an athlete, I'd be retiring.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm not already retired, I'm thinking about it.
I should already be like a multi-champion.
You're already on your second contract.
This is like at my age of 27, I think.
27.
I should probably know by.
You should know how old you are.
I know, but I think it's 27.
I'm pretty sure you're 27 also.
At my age, I would definitely be on the second contract. Like I would be like my 6th year in basketball.
You're probably in year 8 by now.
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about basketball.
Yeah.
I'll say you're probably about year 8, maybe year 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're a veteran.
Yeah, but I'd be starting lineup though.
Hopefully.
I would hope.
Hopefully 27. You better
27, you should probably be starting the lineup.
If not, you're either in the starting lineup or you're like the ninth man off the bench. No, you're the ninth man off the bench. Because apparently you're not figuring something out. You're not figuring something out. You're probably in the G League by now.
Oh man, if you're not, with the G League.
If you're not in the starting 5, you might be G League. Trying to work your way back into the NBA.
I mean, also WWE's problem is that they have the good old fashioned. We're just gonna have this match last for 2 seconds.
Yeah, they still love their squash matches over there.
And it's like women's matches too.
Yeah.
That they're just like, we'll give you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hope you can figure it out.
I would say also maybe another good way if you're trying to start up a wrestling company, you need some good women's wrestling.
Oh, of course.
There's a market for it.
Yeah.
And it's not just young girls who need somebody to look up to. That's all WWE's. That's the only thing WWE's looking at. Look, we like women's wrestling.
Yeah.
It's nothing like in the, we like looking at these women in skimpy outfits.
Nah.
No, we like the competition of it. We like to
my
see.
favorite wrestler out there in there right now probably is Shayna Baszler.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like she's definitely not wearing nothing skimpy.
Yeah,
she's out there trying to break your neck.
She's out there competing. She's trying to look how good of an athlete I am.
Right.
Look at me beat these other people,
she's
women.
She's really trying to break arms and stuff. And it's like, I'm cool with this.
Yes. Yeah, she's just playing.
She's cool.
She's a wrestler. Like, we want to see wrestling. So don't give these women, don't even think of it as women. Look at it as competitors. They're wrestlers.
Right.
Why would you give somebody a 30-second match?
And then blame, well, you didn't get over. What you want us to do?
Exactly. It doesn't work. That doesn't work for anybody. So don't give the worst.
You can't give a cook 30 seconds to prepare a meal and go, well, this tastes bad.
Yeah. Don't give a guy who nobody likes 15 minutes to get over, and then give a women a woman wrestler
that everyone actually likes.
2 minutes to get over,
and goes, well, I guess we got to repackage.
Yeah, and then
say, in the bunny costume.
Yeah, God, all of that. All right, that was our gripes and old man.
In addition to those gripes, just real quick, what happened since Crown Jewel?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see.
We got to talk about this. We got to talk. There was a
real big thing that Nick hit me with. I didn't even know happened.
I think I was at work when I saw it.
I have him right here. 18 wrestlers got released. I think, was it 2 weeks ago?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I have him. B-Fab from Hit Row, who just got called up to SmackDown.
I'm super okay with that.
Ember Moon, which I was like, oh, not Ember Moon.
That was rough.
Eva Marie.
Yeah.
Frankie Monet.
That one was surprising.
That one was real surprising. Grand Metalik. Harry Smith.
Yeah.
Yeet Rama. I think you guys see. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Jesse Camilla.
Okay.
Karrion Kross. Katrina Cortez.
Wow.
Keith Lee.
Wow.
Lindsay Dorado.
Man.
Mia Yim.
Oh.
Nia Jax.
Oh.
Orne Lorcan.
Oh.
Scarlett Bordeaux.
Come on.
Trey Baxter.
Don't know who that is.
Zeta Remier.
Man. Dude.
As I said on Twitter, that's a lot of talent. Good talent that just got released.
Yeah.
And now W's coming out. Well, the thing that's coming out is like, well, some of them may have been unvaccinated, so we had to let them go. To then I heard also that they didn't know that their jobs were going to be up to being fired if they weren't vaccinated. To which I'm like, well, if you were going to fire them if they weren't unvaccinated, you should have told them that they were going to get fired if they weren't unvaccinated. Then they were definitely vaccinated for sure. Hey, it doesn't matter which side of the spectrum you on. The color green matters to everybody. So if you threaten somebody's job, yeah, they'll do what you want.
Yeah.
If that's what matters to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what 18 wrestlers.
18
that were gone in one day.
Okay, let's do a real quick. Let's just go over everybody one by one quickly because we're already over an hour
out. Like, jeez. B-Fab.
Okay, so B-Fab, I've gone on record. I still could have a whole lot more I could say about Hit Row Records. I'm not a fan. I believe that I read the rumor that they believe that Hit Row Records will be fine without her. In the little bit I've seen, I didn't like her mic work. I thought it was a little too. It was too much like right before she went out, somebody said, "Hey, don't let them forget you're a black woman. Go out there and be sassy."
Oh, really?
Go give them some sass.
Oh.
And it just felt so manufactured. It just felt so fake. I think I told you. I think, or I said, maybe I said it here. She cut a promo on NXT and talking about Taya Valkyrie, not Frankie Monet.
Yeah.
And the line she used was she was all up in the Kool-Aid and didn't even know the flavor. Nobody has said that since 1997, and even then it was a little old.
That's an old head. Thing to say for sure.
No, people aren't really saying that anymore.
That's like Gran says that.
Yes. Yes.
She says that.
My mother says that.
Oh.
So you like why?
It's like if Mom heard that, she'd be like, "What?"
Yeah. So it's like, come on, why? Like, who told you this? And the entire
thing is, Naomi's sassy, but it doesn't feel fabricated.
It does exactly. It's like, and the whole promo, all of their promos. I'm not even just pick on one person. All of them took turns on the microphone, and they all sounded like that to me. It was all heavy on Urban Dictionary, urban street talk, and let's appeal to, like, it wasn't just,
it was like Crime Time.
It wasn't it wasn't like the New Day, who are three black guys who are in a group. They're great wrestlers. They're good, real good charisma. They just happen to be black.
Yeah.
The Hurt Business.
That's not their gimmick.
It's not their gimmick. It's not their.
It's not like where we thought that was going to be like the Nation of Domination or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, we're just three dudes who just hang out and
exactly
have good chemistry.
The Hurt Business was the same thing. The Hurt Business could have been Braun Strowman,
Yeah, it could have just been Braun Strowman,
The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler, and nobody has to change.
Bobby Roode.
And nobody has to change anything.
Yeah,
but
they can all wear suits. They can all come out. As
it just so happened it was Bobby Lashley, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin who just happened to be. They just happened to be black.
Right.
Hit Row Records was black first. And then you was supposed to notice everything else.
Okay.
And that just bugged me to no end.
Which is weird because I saw Swerve before Hit Row was a thing. I'm like, oh, Swerve's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like Swerve.
But they you gotta black it up a little more. You gotta. Yeah.
I want to see some rings on your finger.
Exactly. You got some gold chains. Get this. And I don't want to make it seem like it's not important to them, like their culture's not important to them, because obviously everybody's background is important to them,
right?
But
it feels it feels like it's there just to,
it felt forced,
right?
It felt like they told them you need to do more, you
need to show that you're black,
yeah,
because maybe black people don't get that you're black,
and
they need to relate to you as a black person. That's
the thing, because I hear people say that they really like Hit Row, but none of them are black.
What?
I've never heard. Maybe I'm just not seeing enough black content creators who are talking about wrestling. But I've never heard a black person like really talk about Hit Row. Like, I really love what they're doing.
Really?
The people who I've heard say online that they love Hit Row and what they're doing, they're white guys who don't exactly scream
like the urban lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Hip hop culture.
Like White Mike from Wayne's Brothers.
Yes. Yes.
Where homeboy is just throwing every phrase out there, and it's like, dude, what is happening?
Yeah, and people are catching on to it. It's so it's like so that was the issue I had with Hit Row Records. B-Fab seemed to me to be the most fabricated in that. Like, I could tell that wasn't really
her.
That wasn't her personality completely. There was probably
There's probably parts of her that is that.
Huh?
There's probably parts of her that is that. But
yes.
But it's not the complete package.
Yes. They say that in wrestling, it's your personality turned up to 11.
Right.
I get that sense of Hit Row. That's all of that they're doing is them. And Top Dollar probably does sound like he probably can rap a little bit.
I believe it.
But
if you call yourself Top Dollar, you gotta know how to rap.
You better know. Well,
you better.
I'm sure
you either know how to rap or you know to hustle. That's all you got.
Well, there you go.
That's all you got.
I believe it.
With a name like Top Dollar.
I believe it. And everybody, all of the characters seem to be turned up to 11, but in a way to me that did not seem genuine.
Right.
It seemed. It sounded like a white person was writing their scripts.
My initial reaction whenever I saw Hit Row on screen,
a white person who is not of the background,
Every time I saw Hit Row,
there's nothing wrong with white people writing scripts for black people, if they know what they're talking.
If they know what they're talking about, was that because my thing was, and I haven't really seen a promo of theirs all the way through, just because I've never had the chance to see them on TV. Is that it's a bit of Crime Time, a bit of Primetime Players, a bit of New Usos, like the gangsters, right?
Right.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of R-Truth.
Yeah,
all kind of rolled up into one person.
Yeah,
or one group.
Yes,
without any of the sort of we're more than just that.
Yes,
you know, like when Shad broke off from JTG.
Yeah,
you know, you got to see him without him being like Crime Time.
Yeah,
so it was like, okay,
that's a great analogy,
right? It was like, okay, well, he's not just that.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
And I feel like at some point we're gonna get that too.
Right.
But I feel like it's a group of JTGs and there's no Shads in that group.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And I feel like B-Fab might have been the biggest JTG in that group. And I'm also saying this.
To JTG.
Yeah, no offense to JTG. I actually like JTG.
Yeah, I like JTG. that's the problem. It's like I like JTG.
No offense.
Crime Time was definitely like a
it was definitely like ooh boy, they're cutting it close to the. They're very close to the line on this one. Yeah.
Like if they start like like they were like scalping tickets and ripping rims off.
Yeah.
Okay, we get it. Okay,
and which supposedly was a Vince McMahon saw an episode of In Living Color, and it was like the sketch of the two guys who were always ripping people off and selling stuff out the back of a van and stuff like that.
Why are we giving Vince the go ahead?
The fact that he saw this sketch, like, that had to have been about 20 years old by this point. So, I mean, like, that was just, I don't know how he saw that.
You let this man say the N-word on TV, and now he's giving gimmicks for black people.
You know what? I guess anything to get on TV.
All right, who's next? That was all on B-Fab.
Oh, I just want to say one more thing about B-Fab. I saw her wrestle too. Also, she was pretty green. So but the thing is, and I'm gonna say this in defense of B-Fab, she's in developmental.
Yeah,
you can help her with all of this stuff.
Also, one more thing. It definitely felt like they got called up too soon.
They did get called. Yeah, I agree.
And I was like, wait, they just showed up in NXT and now they're getting called up.
Yeah,
that's weird. I would assume Swerve will get called up because he's been there for a bit.
Yeah,
but
that has never worked out well for people in NXT who get called up too fast.
Nope.
Never. So.
Nope,
okay. Not yet.
So let's see. I was B-Fab. Ember Moon. I mean.
I feel bad for Ember Moon, but
at the same time,
I'm happy for Ember Moon.
I'm like, okay, if you still want to wrestle, the world is your oyster because you're really good.
Yeah.
And anyone will be glad to take you.
She's gonna instantly make any women's roster so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm sad for that, but I'm happy for that too.
Right. Eva Marie, I was like,
I'm surprised by Eva Marie just because they signed her back just recently.
Right, exactly. And she had the same gimmick that she had back when she was let go.
What did you not like? I mean, you got Eva Marie in all full Eva Marie.
Yeah, that was Eva Marie before and after.
Yeah.
So I don't get, what did you see before that you didn't like that you saw after and was like, oh, we're cool with that now. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Wait,
that was a weird.
That's why, like, when they brought her back, I'm like, oh, does she have like a wrestling moveset now?
Yeah.
Like, is that like the gimmick now?
Yeah.
Like, no, she's still.
No, there was more like she can't wrestle tonight.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
It was more surprising that they rehired her than it was that they released her again.
And it's like, okay, well, at least she got injured, kayfabe wise.
Yeah. Yeah, she was already off TV.
Yeah,
so
I was like, well, she's gone.
Yeah.
All right, Frankie Monet. Did she ever have a match in NXT?
She did have. She had a few matches.
I remember her showing up.
She showed up. She was in NXT for a little bit. She never had like a big. She didn't hardly do anything. I'm only surprised by that because she was so new.
Yeah.
So I don't get.
So it's like they didn't really give her a chance.
Yeah, I don't get. I wonder was the Frankie Monet release
the unvaccinated one?
Yeah, like was that a COVID related thing? Because that one really didn't make any sense.
Right.
And she's married to John Morrison, and John Morrison is still there.
Yeah, he's out there thriving backstage with his choppers.
Yeah.
So that's surprising that they let her go.
Yeah.
So Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado, I heard they just asked for their release.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay.
Yeah, I think all of Lucha House Party had asked for their release.
Yeah.
So, and that's good for them.
Good, yeah.
I think
they can go wherever they wish.
They can kind of write their own ticket. They can go to AAA. They can go to AEW.
Kalisto, I forget what his name is now. He was in.
I just saw him wrestle.
Too. Yeah, in AEW, and he's still doing the same thing. He's still doing the lucha.
I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah,
because when he did the lucha, I was like, "Boy, he's still in a gimmick." Wait a minute. That's Kalisto.
That's Kalisto, yeah. Yeah,
gimmick.
I was like, oh, he kind of has a similar mask on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That actually is Kalisto.
Doing the lucha. I guess that's just his thing. That's their thing now.
Yeah, you can't trademark yeah, the crowd is the one doing it. I'm just pointing in the air. Yeah, I can't control what the crowd is saying.
Like, yeah, I'm not doing the yes chant. I'm just pumping the crowd up.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, they're gonna make any roster just better. They could go to Impact, they could go to AEW, they can go to AAA. They can just forbidden door it and just be in all them places at the same time.
Head to New Japan and then cross over to AAA to cross over to AEW.
There it is. Yeah, good for those guys.
Harry Smith.
Harry Smith just got re-signed. That's Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog son. He just got re-signed. He was in New Japan. He was thriving over there. He had kind of rebuilt his name up a little bit. And so this was a good signing, I thought, by WWE.
That's a smart
but
signing.
then they never did anything with
they
him.
got rid of him.
They released him before he even did anything. So, you know what? If I'm Harry Smith, I'm like, great. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm sick of this.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
the
did
second
this to
time.
me twice now.
Yeah, I'm all the way done with you guys now.
All right, well, Yeet Rama. I'm saying Yeet with like J.
Okay.
J-E-E-T.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't know if that's supposed to be pronounced Yeet or Yeet. I'm gonna say Yeet because it sounds better. Like Jose. Yeah, I don't know who.
I got nothing for that guy.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I wish I knew.
I think some of these people were
Probably super developed.
yeah, they weren't all the way.
They also could have been, unvaccinated.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know too much about him.
Jesse Camilla. I don't know who that is either.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one either.
Jesse Camilla. I don't have a clue on that one. Karrion Kross. Boy, oh boy.
Boy.
You want to talk? I'm gonna tell you how I knew this was coming. When that man was NXT champion, showed up on Raw randomly, and then lost to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall. Right
yeah, I
there.
was like,
no pun intended. The writing was on the wall.
That guy is not long for this company, huh?
He another guy who got called up too soon.
And he wasn't even called up. He was randomly just on Raw and then lost. And then the storyline that Tuesday was Samoa Joe's going, "Hey, Will Regal, what you gonna do to Karrion Kross? He's just showing up, wreaking chaos on Raw." And I'm like, just get Jeff Hardy to beat him up again. What you talking about?
Honestly.
That dude lost to Jeff Hardy in 2021.
Honestly.
As an NXT champion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Yeah. Karrion Kross deserved better.
They took away Scarlett. They gave him the helmet, the harness, and that was it.
Yeah, they made him look stupid and then got rid of him. So that screams to me that was a Triple H signing and nothing more. Vince wanted no part of him.
And which is so sad. It's like, man, I feel bad for getting for all the things that you hear about Triple H. It's like at least he knows product. He knows the product. Yeah. He can see it. It's like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. And then you send him over up there with Vince, and it's like, well, it goes all my time wasted.
Yep.
I literally signed that guy, and I was like, this guy's good. He could do very good for us.
Yeah.
And then Vince was like, but he sucks.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, what you mean he sucks?
That's all. That's exactly what that was.
And the thing is, he wrestled with the harness on still, I think. In some of those matches, like, God, he's trying his hardest. You know he's trying.
Yeah, he tried. He tried,
but he couldn't make it happen.
All right.
Katrina Cortez.
I don't know.
I have no clue, unfortunately. Nia Jax, which is like, man, that was my girl right there.
That one, I believe there were some rumblings
that
could have been
that was like the prime factor.
Yeah.
Was the unvaccinated. I'm like, wait, Nia Jax?
And I'm that to me makes it a little bit better.
Yeah,
because I don't know why you were releasing a Nia Jax.
Yeah. Once again, I think she was actually hurt, and then she got kayfabe hurt so that she could heal up.
Yeah.
And then they just released her. I'm like, what? So that one would have to be vaccination based?
Yeah, I believe. But then also WWE, what Nia Jax also claims she needs to take some time off for her mental health.
Right.
And she believes that when she asked for more time off, they released her. But I think there also is some vaccination things going on with her too. That one I don't even think was wrestling related or even budget cut related. That was some other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Speculation, of course.
Of course, we don't know. Orne Lorcan, who I really liked.
Yeah, I liked Orne Lorcan.
I really liked Orne.
Yeah, but that one to me does scream budget cuts.
Yeah, that's budget because Vince.
I don't think he's making a ton of
money.
There
ain't no way Vince is looking at Orne Lorcan like, I'll keep him.
Yeah.
You can tell that's a guy.
Vince, I think, looked at him and saw, I can either cut him now or cut him later.
Exactly.
But I'm going to cut him.
He's going to get cut. Listen.
So,
all right. I either feed him to the wolves now or I just...
What's the point of stringing him along?
Scarlett, of course.
Scarlett, yes.
Didn't even get on the main roster. Once Karen got called up, she was excommunicado. No one knew where she was.
That's
at.
crazy. Yeah.
Trey Baxter, who I feel like I know by name who that is, but I don't know specifically.
Trey Baxter. That name.
It sounds
It's
familiar.
a good name.
It sounds familiar. I don't know if I'm thinking of like someone from Impact who has a similar name, but Trey Baxter sounds familiar.
Trey Baxter has a very good. That's a very good name. Okay, I just looked up Trey Baxter. I have no idea who this guy is.
Let me see the picture. Let me see. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the name sounds big.
Actually, I think I do. I have seen him in NXT, but yeah, he's definitely. I haven't seen him a whole lot.
Yeah, Trey Baxter. I think he was a deep developmental guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he got squashed. I feel like that's probably where I've seen him. He got
jumped.
Yeah, he just probably got squashed in the match.
Yeah. Zeta Ramier.
We can move past.
I really don't know who that is.
Good luck to you.
And
Zeta.
of course, Keith Lee and Mia Yim.
Oh boy,
I can't.
Good.
Mia Yim for me is worse because they literally called her up and put her in Retribution and had her do nothing for like months.
Yeah.
And then ridiculed her, and then she left Retribution, and you didn't see her at all afterwards.
Yeah.
And it was just like, well, at least Keith Lee got a gimmick change.
Yeah, they tried a little harder with Keith Lee.
Yeah.
But I think for both of them, this is good.
Yeah.
Same thing I said about Ember Moon. Mia Yim makes any women's roster better. Keith Lee makes any roster period better. He makes any show he's on.
That's a world champion in the waiting right there.
That's why it's so weird they released him.
He's a big guy.
He makes
he's
WWE
big
better.
And he's quick. And he's black, so you got something for Black History Month that you can add in.
That is hilarious.
That's
hilarious.
Like if you're really like from a financial and business standpoint, you have to keep Keith Lee,
the black guy.
Just like you gotta keep Titus O'Neil.
They really only use Titus O'Neil for Black History Month.
Yeah, just to push.
We need black guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for charity stuff.
Yeah, for charity stuff.
He does not wrestle. He's just
there to make the image looks good.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's what you can have Keith Lee do. Just have him in a wrestling match.
But he's actually gonna wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith Lee is just too talented.
Just
I don't know how you mess up. This was the bad Samoa Joe release all over again. Only Triple H isn't around to save Keith Lee.
Triple H is in like literally knocking down doors like Randy Orton, like in that Randy Orton feud where it's like you better hire Samoa Joe back right now.
Yeah.
Like Keith Lee doesn't get that. Like you only get one. Everyone gets one.
Oh man.
The Spider-Man role.
Everybody gets one. And now you're Triple H, and they tell you beforehand we're releasing Samoa Joe, we're releasing Keith Lee.
But Samoa Joe was good to bring back.
Yeah, he was.
But you really need Keith Lee for later.
You need Keith Lee though. I don't know. I'm probably letting Samoa Joe walk. And I'm going to regret it because he's going to go
He's going to Impact or AEW.
Yeah.
And he's going to slam dunk either one.
And he's going to be winning the world title.
What's it called? Ring of Honor. Go there too.
He can't go to Ring of Honor.
I mean at the time.
He could have at the time. He has history in Ring of Honor. He has history in Impact.
And AEW could have easily used him.
Oh, man. And so many people. He could have had so many good matches over there too.
What if Jay Lethal brings Keith Lee as like a tag team partner? That's it. Game over.
Talking about that gap getting closser. Oh, it moves farther ahead at that point. There's a very small gap now.
This is what's going. Literally, the only way WWE can lose is if they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
And that's why I'm afraid of NXT 2.0. Because if these people don't get over, that's the next wave. That's the next generation.
Getting kicked again. You know she's getting kicked for sure.
No. They repackaged her to be more NXT 2.0.
Yeah. And if she don't get over, she gets the boot.
Well, possibly. I don't know. She's too pretty.
That's a good point. That's unfortunate. That's the reality of the situation.
Yeah, they're just going to repackage her into Emelina and just call it a day. She's fine. Liv Morgan, I think, is on the bubble.
Yeah,
I think she's on the bubble. I mean,
she might go after the title soon.
Well, sure, but that doesn't. I don't think that saves you anymore.
That's true. Yeah, because Keith Lee was moving.
Yeah.
And he got taken out.
All these rumors that Keith Lee was in line for a big push.
Yep.
He's jobless right now. So I don't know.
For 60 days.
You can almost kind of tell who the next set of cuts is gonna be, and I do
Based
feel
on the
like
recent,
I do
so
feel
I'm afraid for Rick Boogs.
Boogs is on the bubble.
Whatever Madcap Moss, whatever his name is.
He's on the I could see Madcap Moss kind of sticking around.
Oh really? You think Vince sees something?
He has enough of a character. Because Vince likes characters. Boogs, I don't think he I have a hard time believing Vince McMahon understands Rick Boogs.
I'm afraid for Naomi.
Naomi, I think the only thing that's saving Naomi is that she's married to one of the Usos.
Who's close to Roman.
Exactly. First cousins, pretty much brothers of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
She literally family to your biggest star.
And you definitely don't want to make your biggest star mad.
Exactly. Now, for what it's
notice
worth,
when John Cena stopped showing up, you didn't see a lot of the Bellas anymore.
Yeah, to be. Here's the thing. Well, shoot, the Bella. John Laurinaitis is the Bella twins' father-in-law.
That's true.
So they're kind of lifers. Yeah, John Cena can go before they can go, and they're not getting rid of John Cena.
Man, you want to talk about WWE losing? If they get rid of John Cena,
listen.
That's nail in the coffin right there.
That's when you've officially lost.
Yeah.
The whatever
that's
war
your
you're
white
going
flag.
on. That's
your white flag. That's your
throwing
in
You were
the
okay with losing Hulk Hogan for a little bit.
But you had The Rock though.
Not at that time.
Oh wait, no, not that time.
And when
who was at that time? Mankind.
Undertaker, Mankind, Brett, Shawn.
Yeah. So they were building
Diesel.
people up. Hulk Hogan.
That was the reason why they kind of did. They were okay with losing Hulk Hogan because they were bringing in that new generation. You lose John Cena right now. Actually, you might be okay.
You'd be fine.
You be okay. Yeah.
Because he definitely ain't going nowhere else.
Yeah. No, he doesn't need to.
He's a movie star now.
Yeah. So he's barely in WWE as it is. If he goes to AEW, he's just money off the books.
Yeah, he's gonna get booed out the stadium in seconds.
I don't see that's actually not even a great fit for him. He has to stay in WWE.
It would be a funny like everyone just points at him going, wait, is that actually John Cena in AEW?
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. It'd be funny if they paid all that money for him and he's like a manager or something. And that's it. You don't even wrestle. You just managing something.
I'm not if I'm paying him a lot of money. You're taking bumps, sir.
Oh, you can take a bump, but I'm not giving him no world title push.
Okay. That's fine. But you're wrestling. You're having matches.
Okay.
Put your jorts on and put your armbands on.
No,
you're getting
okay, but he needs new armbands though.
That's fine. We can make you some new armbands. We make you a brand new shirt that's never been seen. But you're getting in the ring.
Oh yeah, you can give him all elite John Cena.
There you go. You can't see elite or some crap like that. We'll figure something out. I don't know. You can't see AEW. I don't know. Actually, they won't be able to trademark that. Okay, we'll figure something else out. Most of John Cena's popular stuff is trademarked. All right.
Well, at least he has his name.
He has his name. He's still John Cena.
That's funny.
All right.
That was a lot longer than I thought we was gonna go for.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a 30-minute episode.
Hey, we had an extra hour just because we love you guys, and we also love talking about wrestling.
That too.
So.
Yeah, both of those things though.
But yeah, that's been us. That's been cut to finish. We definitely did not. That was the Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega match right there.
We are bad at cutting to finish on
the cut to finish podcast.
Cut to finish means hurry up and go to the end.
Man, I can't imagine if we did this on Twitch, like the whole stream chat is like cut to finish, cut to finish.
Yeah.
It's like, but like we're enjoying it though, so it's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been us. Nick and Dillon.
Yep.
See you until what's coming up? Survivor Series is
Survivor Series is in. Is it next week? It's next week. It is next week. It sure is.
And we're gonna be able to see it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Oh boy, are you excited about the Survivor Series?
Sure.
Me neither.
Yeah, we'll see.
Later.
We'll definitely see that.
Peace.